back to a Fit Life Center where I teach you small coping strategies to help you either begin, maintain, or continue a life that's fit for you. And as I tell you every week, a life that's fit for you is unique to you. You have to take a little journey of discovery to figure out how you put things in place that support your life so that everything that you are creating is an extension of you. I'm Sharon. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. Been working for years to treat clients with a variety of issues like anxiety, depression, trauma. But these days, as you know, I focus on wellness because I'm finding through working with clients that learning to be well is not something that we focus on. We want to know how to get through a problem, but we don't want to, we haven't really considered how to maintain wellness. So if that's something you're interested in, check me out at fitlifecenter.com. But enough of that, who cares, right? Where am I? I am in beautiful Costa Rica. I'm going to turn the camera around so you can see the view from my patio. Check that out, y'all. It is the ocean. And I've been staring at this thing for about a week because it is just amazing. You know, you might hear noise in the background because people are working, right? And that's how they keep this thing maintained, so us Americans can come here and take a little break and enjoy some of their culture, right? So it has been, this is the reason why I'm in Costa Rica this week is because it is my anniversary, my wedding anniversary. And my husband and I came here to celebrate that. If you follow me on Instagram at a Fit Life Center, you've probably seen some pictures of us hanging out in various spots on the resort. This morning, I just went and had some lovely breakfast, which has been my favorite meal of the day. And now I'm back sitting on the patio, just enjoying the morning. My husband is still sleeping in a little bit this morning, which I'm glad for him. So I didn't really have a lot to come here and talk about this morning. I just wanted to share some of this beautiful environment with you and just maybe talk about what it takes to rest. So for me, I've been on, this is part of my journey of discovery, right? As you know, I have been either working, taking care of kids, being married for my whole adult life, which is more than 30 years of this, right? And I have been trying to figure out what is the balance between work and rest for me personally, right? Because I can work, as most of us can, right? We know how to work. I've met a lot of great women here in Costa Rica, have been talking, and a lot of them are women around my age who have raised their kids, and either them and their partners or them by themselves are trying to find this resting, right? They've worked all of their lives and now they just want to enjoy a little break, right? And so I've talked to some moms who said that, you know, they want to continue to maintain a relationship with their adult children, but they want to move away from being their adult children's primary source of support and step maybe into that advisory status for some of them, right? And I met other women who were in brand new relationships and they were on vacation with their boo, enjoying this new romantic side of themselves, right? Or reigniting this new romantic side of themselves, right? I saw groups of single Black women here, right, in groups, exploring the world. I met two cool younger Black women, and they're probably in their late 20s, early 30s, who they travel together every year. They live in Texas and they travel together and plan out these vacations, and they have been all over the world. I just was downstairs at breakfast and I saw another group of Black women who does the same thing. It makes me happy to know that we are taking our pleasure and our rest seriously, no matter what stage of life you're in, right? That you are exploring it, because you need to explore that. Excuse me. I can't do it either. I can't just keep working and not taking good care of myself. I talked about this on a couple videos ago. I don't know when it was. If I can find it, I'll post it up here somewhere. That last year, my whole focus was on work. And I did it, y'all. It was my, so I met my financial number that I wanted to meet for myself, right? But I realized I hadn't really taken any time off the whole year. I think maybe for my birthday, which was in December, I took a couple days off. And then maybe I went on one trip. But I was still still working while I was gone. So it wasn't quite the same thing. And this year I was like, my goal is to find a balance. How do I continue to do the work that I love to do and yet balance it off with going places? So this year so far, I kicked off my travel with going to Grenada, as you know, and I was at a yoga retreat with these amazing group of Black women who have now become the loves of my life. And then I spent some extra weeks there just exploring the island and practicing some self-care. And now I am in wonderful Costa Rica. I have another little trip planned in June, and I'm going to try to get in 1 or 2 more trips before the year is out, right? So it's this balance of work and relaxation, right? Because I want to work less, a lot less, and enjoy my life a lot more, right? And so I need to find what the balance of that is for me. And I hope you're doing the same thing for you, right? Because life has to keep changing. We have to keep finding the balance for ourselves of work, life, personal life, and all of those things, right? We cannot keep giving out everything that we have and not restoring ourselves, right? And I believe that our work is important, right? Because it's, you know, it provides a sense of accomplishment, and we feel maybe part of a community when we are working, which I appreciate. I love what I do. But we do have to not make that our identity. Work cannot become the thing that defines us, right? So that if you're not working, then you don't really know who you are, right? And hopefully one day you're going to retire. And if you don't retire voluntarily, at some point your body is not going to be able to keep up with the demands of your work, and you probably will have to retire, right? I am of the mindset that I would rather choose my life rather than have it chosen for me, right? So starting to find that balance is to take the time off when you need it, right? To develop other areas of interest in your life other than your work. For instance, I am a yoga teacher in addition to being a licensed therapist. I really enjoy teaching people mindfulness and yoga practices to help them learn how to relax their mind and their body and to enhance their spirit. Because I believe when you relax your mind and your body, your spirit, you can now hear it, right? It connects you more to your spirit. So that's my other interest, right? This YouTube channel is another interest of mine, right? To just kind of give away some of the things that I've learned over my life. Just give it away on YouTube and let whoever needs it take it. So I hope that you are thinking about other ways to grow yourself, and not just for financial gain, right? But for the joy of it, for the pleasure of it, right? I love physical activity. Nothing better than me to just throw on some tennis shoes and be outside just walking, right? I love to do that. So I'm hoping that you are, as you're growing and developing, you're not just focusing on the grind culture that says get paid, get paid, get paid, right? Because you might manage to get paid, but by the time you get to the end of it, you will be exhausted, your nervous system will be wrecked, and you won't even be able to enjoy that fruit of your labor. But when you find that work-life balance where you are taking time for yourself, right? Eating a good breakfast, drinking water, sleeping properly, resting, right? Vacation becomes like gravy. It's not this thing that you are desperately crawling toward to save yourself, right? That's how vacation used to feel to me. I used to be like, oh my God, please let me just get to vacation so I can rest. I found out that that's not really wellness. Wellness is doing that consistently every day. So let me give you an example. So for me, I am committed to making sure that I eat breakfast every day, a healthy breakfast. You've seen some of my shorts I've posted here on YouTube. I will eat, a yogurt parfait, a pretty big size one. Some days I'll have a hot breakfast, which will be like, I have a gluten intolerance, so it'll be like some little cauliflower thins bread. They're not great, but they're edible. Toasted with maybe an egg and maybe one turkey sausage and some fruit. Every day I eat breakfast between 8 and 8:30 because I found that centers me. It starts my day. It fuels me. It gives me energy, right? And then my work can get really busy. And I was noticing that I had started skipping meals. So now I block my schedule every day at noon, pretty much. I am eating lunch unless there's some serious thing going on that prevents me from doing so. I'm eating lunch every day. And I usually get some form of exercise in 3 to 4 times a week. I used to only practice yoga, but I told you, I really like physical activity. So sometimes I'm on the treadmill now at the gym. Sometimes me and Kismet, whom I miss my partner in crime very much while I'm on vacation, but me and Kismet will go for a nice long walk. I do yoga usually every day because I really need to stretch my body, because when I don't do it, my body feels a little tight and locked up. And then I will do any kind of, if it looks fun to me, I will try it. Exercise, right? So sometimes I'll just do like some kind of whatever, dance, Zumba, hip hop, whatever. Am I good at it? Y'all know. Absolutely no. But I'll do it because it's just fun and it makes me smile. That is my daily routine. Oh, and the last thing is I try to always be in bed by 9 o'clock at the latest, right? Face washed, teeth brushed, all of the things. Body clean, nice pajamas, room really clean and peaceful. Not because I want to look cute for bed. I mean, that's a plus, but really it's because I feel better when I do those things, right? And then I try to make sure I get at least 5 or 6 hours of sleep, right? And as you all know, I've had some issues with insomnia due to menopausal issues, which I'm still working on. The video to come on that. So that's was part of my journey of discovery, to figure out how do I support my life every day, right? On the weekend, I try to have one day where I'll do anything. And when I say nothing, I mean nothing. I might watch a movie on Netflix. I might read. Usually I'm in my pajamas most of that day. So to take good care of myself, right? What kinds of things do you do to support yourself, to make sure that every day you live well, every day you practice wellness, that you aren't stressed out every day, that you get a smile in every day, right? That you do something that brings you joy and pleasure every day. So that when you go on vacation to these great places, it's like gravy, right? It just takes you to a higher state of being. You're not struggling to take a break. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today. Wellness. Do what you need to do to be well. Every single day. No exception. Even when things are crazy. If you start to have a routine of wellness, when life does what life does, that routine will balance off the stress that you feel when life is off a little bit. Because we all have days when life is off, right? But the routine of it will keep you balanced. I hope this video finds you well, and most of all, I hope you're creating a life that's fit for you. See you later.